Welcome to English Binglish Part 2. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's practice listening in English.
From shy to confident, Emma's journey to English fluency. Zero to hero. Hello, my name is Emma and I am from Poland. When I was a child, I always dreamed of speaking English. I loved watching American movies and listening to English songs, but I didn't understand the words. I just liked how the language sounded soft, musical, and full of energy. At school, I studied English for many years, but we mostly learned grammar and did exercises from the textbook. I could read and write a little, but I couldn't speak at all. Whenever my teacher asked me to speak in class, I felt scared. My hands started shaking, my face turned red, and my mind went completely blank. I always thought I am not good at languages. Maybe English is too difficult for me. But one day everything changed. After finishing university, I got a job at a travel agency. One morning, my boss told me something surprising. Emma, next month we will have new partners from London. They want to visit our office and discuss a business project. You will help me translate and talk with them. I was shocked. Me speak English with real British people? My heart started to race. I wanted to say no, but I also didn't want to lose the opportunity. That night, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, Emma, it's time to change. You can learn English. You just need to believe in yourself. The next day, I made a plan. I promised myself to study English every single day, even for just 20 minutes. I downloaded a free English app on my phone and started watching simple English videos on YouTube. At first, it was hard. I didn't understand much, but instead of giving up, I listened again and again. I wrote new words in our notebook and practiced speaking them aloud. I also found an online group for English learners. Every weekend we met on Zoom to practice conversations. The first time I joined, I was very nervous. My voice was shaking and I spoke very slowly, but everyone in the group was friendly and patient. They made me feel comfortable. I learned to say things like, Can you please repeat that? Sorry, I didn't understand. Could you say it slowly? That's interesting. Tell me more. Every week I felt a little bit more confident. After 3 months of daily practice, I felt ready for my company's meeting. When our British partners arrived, I was nervous, but I smiled and tried my best. I said, Hello, welcome to Poland. How was your flight? They smiled and answered quickly. I didn't understand everything, but I got some words and tried to continue the conversation. After a few minutes, I started to relax. They were kind and encouraging. Later, during lunch, one of them, her name was Sophie, said, Emma, your English is very good. You are doing great. Those words made me so happy. For the first time, I felt proud of myself. I realized I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to communicate. 2 months later, Sophie invited me to visit London for a week. I couldn't believe it. It was my first trip to an English-speaking country. When I arrived in London, I was amazed. The city was full of live red buses, beautiful parks, and people from all over the world speaking English. The first few days were difficult. People spoke fast and there were many new accents, but I kept smiling and asking questions. I went to cafes and ordered coffee in English. Even if I made small mistakes, I asked for directions. talked to shop assistants, and even made friends at the hotel. Every night I wrote in my journal, "Today I learned a new phrase. No worries, it means it's okay." I asked for help and people were kind. I made a mistake, but I didn't feel bad. I just laughed and learned. After a week, I noticed a big change. My brain started to think in English. When I wanted to say something, the words came naturally. It was the best feeling in the world. When I returned home, everyone noticed how much my English had improved. My boss was so impressed that he asked me to lead international meetings. I continued to study, but now learning English was no longer a duty, it was a joy. I watched English movies without subtitles, listened to podcasts, and read simple books. 1 year later, I started helping other people learn English too. I opened a small YouTube channel called English with Emma to share my experience. I wanted to tell others that learning a language is not about being perfect, it's about being brave, curious, and consistent. If you are reading this story and you sometimes feel like English is too hard, please don't give up. Remember, every fluent speaker was once a beginner. You don't need to study for hours. Just practice a little every day. Speak to yourself in English, listen to songs, or read short stories like this one. Make English part of your life in the kitchen, on the bus, before you sleep. And most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are your best teachers. Today, I can travel, meet people from different countries, and do my job with confidence, all because I didn't give up on my dream. If I did it, you can do it too. Your English journey starts with one simple word: believe.
Thank you, my dear subscriber, for being here with me. Your support means everything to me. I hope this story touched your heart. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, keep growing, and never stop believing in the power of consistent daily action. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.